Welcome back. We took a little break to spend some time putting first things first and reevaluating our priorities. We are Jim, Ember, and Cynthia, and when we left you last, we had left Alaska for new opportunities waiting for us in the lower 48 as we explore the great state of Texas before we begin our journey back to Alaska. But that's another story for another time. Today, we focus on relationships, learn to say yes to new opportunities, and follow our inner compass to find the coolest backcountry trails we can find, boondock on a wild ranch, and Jim whips up another tasty Instant Pot inspiration. Thank you for coming along with us as we take you on a backcountry Texas adventure. But first, we would like you to meet our friend, Fred. Fred makes things. Little things, big things, things that go up into space. You name it, Fred can make it. Fred opened his heart and his home to us when 40 years ago his family came from Germany and settled in the cute little town of Fredericksburg, Texas, our favorite destination in Texas to date. Fred has been following our channel from the beginning and is a Revel owner himself. He knew all the places that we would find interesting, from a country bar to have a beer and talk, to an amazing dinner at Rathskeller in downtown Fredericksburg. Where I ordered the special, and Jim had the quail, and I had the best peach cobbler I've ever had. And Fred offered up tips and tricks for enjoying Texas in the way that we like to explore. Thank you for your hospitality, Fred. This video is for you. And now, let's go on an adventure.
Good morning, welcome to the heart of Texas, and today we're going to take you on what's called the Hill Country Tour, and it's 140 miles of backcountry road. We're excited to show you this. Come along for the ride. I'm going to swap our suspension real quick. The level 3 is for the highway and the pavement. We go to 1 when we hit dirt. It gives us a softer ride.
Texas Hill Country surpassed all the expectations or biases one might have about Texas. No oil rigs, no cotton, just rolling hills that make you dream of bluebonnets, peaches, and spring-fed rivers. We found this Texas Hill Country tour on the app OnX Off-Road. It's rated as easy and takes about 8 hours to complete in any standard vehicle. However, there are some areas of washout and one spectacular river crossing. There's fishes. Okay, that was awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having the time of my life.
There's nothing like these sandy dirt roads.
It transitions from just a little bit of pavement and then some red dirt road and then a sandy riverbed to a cattle guard. To navigate through here, Jim is using the app OnX Off-Road. He's doing a pretty good job with it too. We're coming across all these random places to turn, and
It's one of my favorite apps at this point as far as finding scenic places like this. Here comes another river crossing.
okay. Check this out.
Another thing with the app is we can actually track ourselves going through these trails. So if we want to go back to one later, we can find it all over again.
The rest of this adventure took us through the cute little town of Fredericksburg and on a secret location, which we now consider our own little private Texas oasis to watch the sunset. This is where things get a little batty. This spider's big enough to eat me. This is incredible. We waited for about an hour. The sun went down. The hawks came out, 2 of them, sat on the tree and waited. And all of a sudden the bats just started coming up out of their cave. And they haven't stopped. They've been flying out for a good 10 minutes, and we're getting company down the road here. Some cows are creeping up on us. That was awesome. Good morning and welcome back. Last night we slept like babies here on this Texas ranch land with this beautiful pond. We woke up, took showers, had our coffee. Jim's getting ready to make some eggs and sausage. Ember's been hanging out, playing in the pond all morning long, just going in and coming back out as she pleases. She's really enjoying it. So I'm just gonna take a little walk. I'm noticing lizards and spiders, all kinds of fun things on the ground. We know that there's rattlesnakes out here, and we have been keeping our eyes out for those. I throw rocks and make sure that I don't hear anything, but Ember has just been amazing staying close to the van at night. She doesn't leave.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you telling them about our adventure?
Well, I was telling them that Ember doesn't leave the van at night.
Yeah, it's really, I think she's learned that the ground comes to life.
She was sitting there prancing on 2 different legs, like she wouldn't have all 4 feet on the ground.
But it created peace for us too, to sit outside and listen to the sounds and not have to worry about calling her every 5 minutes to figure out where the heck she went. So I'm okay with her being afraid of the dark.
She's a scaredy cat of the dark, and it's a good thing.
This morning was nice too.
It was beautiful.
Woke up, had a morning coffee, took nice hot showers. Now I'm getting ready to make some breakfast, I think.
Yeah, it smells really nice.
We're just enjoying this. So I'm gonna go make some breakfast for us.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye. Okay, we're gonna keep walking because I've been seeing cool little stuff on the ground. Really watching my feet. One of our friends told us that in Texas you have to watch the ground and listen for everything, so that's what we're doing. However, I have the wrong shoes on, so I'm not gonna go very far. I just wanna see what's around this area. You wanna see my shoes? Long story short, I have a blister from my boots. I put my boots on, made the mistake of putting them on and not putting socks on. So, yeah, I have a big blister on the back of my foot, so I'm not wearing boots. Ember decided she's gonna go for this walk with me, but I'll show you, she stays really close.
Our eyes are closed when we start this loop on repeat. Hear my chest, how it beats when you put your hands on me. Time goes fast, but yet so slow. I leave all thoughts, yeah, I let them go. 'Cause I'm here with you, and all I need is you. It's so easy to be us. We lock ourselves up from the world we're lost. It's so easy to be us. We lock ourselves up from the world we're lost. Don't know what you really feel, but I really like this dream. Don't need to feel anything but you floating in my bloodstream. Time goes fast, but yet so slow. I leave all thoughts, yeah, I let them go. 'Cause I'm here with you, and all I need is you.
Since we've been in Texas, finding remote boondocking spots has been a challenge. But any stress or concerns melted away, and we spent our time letting Ember swim and enjoying each other's company. When temperatures got to 100 degrees, we stayed comfortable with our Roam Rig lithium power system by resting during the hottest part of the day, because for us, 100 degrees means nap time. And before we knew it, it was time for Jim to whip up another delicious Instant Pot inspiration.
Welcome to another hot and beautiful day here in Texas. And after spending the day relaxing for a while, it got up to 100 degrees, so we decided to take a nap. We woke up, of course we had the AC going while we napped. We woke up and now we're ready for dinner. So we're gonna do another Instant Pot inspiration tonight, and tonight we're gonna do some pork chops. This is gonna end up being dinner tonight and probably lunch tomorrow. This is a really easy recipe that we're gonna put together today. The first thing we're going to do, of course, is heat up our oil. So we're going to put it on saute, add some oil in the pot. We'll give it just a few seconds to heat up, and then we're going to throw our onions in and start browning those. Our onions are looking fairly good. They're getting a good start. So we're just going to slide those to the side of the Instant Pot here, and we're going to start browning our pork chops as well. To season our pork chops, we're just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And of course our favorite seasoning, Tony's. And we're just gonna wait a few minutes and let our pork chops brown up. We're gonna go ahead and pull our pork chops out and set them to the side for a second. We're gonna replace our pork chops with 1 cup of beef broth. And 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
We'll deglaze the bottom of our pot real quick. We've deglazed our pot. We're going to add our pork chops right back inside here. Add our lid. Make sure our valve is closed. We're going to pressure cook on high for 8 minutes. Once our 8 minutes is up on the Instant Pot, then we'll do a natural release for 5 minutes and quick release for the rest of it. And then we'll thicken up our sauce, add our rice, and it'll be time to eat.
You can't see me. She keeps going back and forth. She just ate dinner. Now she's going for a swim.
Our 8-minute cook time is up. Our 5-minute natural release is up. And now we're going to do our quick release. Our steam valve has dropped, which means we could safely open our Instant Pot. It smells really good. We're going to go ahead and pull our pork chops out one more time. We want to thicken up our sauce. So I'm going to put it on saute. I'm going to add a teaspoon of cornstarch to some cold water and stir it in really well. I want to stir this in here until it boils. And then we'll boil it for about a minute. We like to have rice with our pork chops, so I'm going to go ahead and add our rice in here while we're doing the sauteing. We've turned our Instant Pot off. We're going to let it cool down for just a minute. Once it stops boiling, then we'll add in our last ingredient. That looks good. Now we're going to scoop 1/3 cup of sour cream in here. Stir that in really well. Let's toss our pork chops into our sauce. This is a creamy, delicious meal. I got my veggies, my rice, my meat. Really tasty. Let's eat.
So, what have we learned today? That accepting generosity is necessary, and maybe it isn't necessary to try to pay people back for their warmth and kindness. Maybe it's enough to consider the wide scope of human generosity and just keep saying thank you forever and sincerely, as long as the world will listen. To all of you who have supported us during the past 2 years, thank you for being here. And if you're new to our little community of friends, thank you for subscribing to see what we're up to next. And until then, stay happy, healthy, and safe. We'll see you again soon.